Hey, what's up? So, I've been playing PGR for like 2 weeks now, and here's some of my thought about the game so far. Let me just be clear here. This is only my opinion as a new player, since this is my first time playing the game. Also, I'm not at the level which is probably 80, if I'm not wrong, to finally max out the character. This is not gonna be a full in-depth analysis about the game, like who is the best to pull, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. This is genuinely my first time experiencing the game. I don't know why this game is not popular enough like the other gacha games that comes before or even after PGR. Maybe the marketing is bad or there's something else that lead to its lack of popularity, but I don't know. But one thing for sure though, that this game is truly a hidden gem in the gacha game genre. I hope with this video I can give you some insight about the game that will make you consider playing it, maybe. Anyway, without further ado, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, let me start with the cons, since I actually have not much to say about it. First con is the early game. The early game story is so boring and repetitive to the point I just straight up use the skip button all the way just to pass the story mission. Thank god this beauty exists. As a new player, maybe you excited to play the game like how you watch it in YouTube, all the flashy stuff, all the cool stuff in it. But before you get to that stuff, you have to endure the boring early game. And this is probably the only and probably the weakest part of the game. So trust me on this, as long as you can move past this part, you'll be good for the rest of your time playing the game. And the last con for me is just simply the camera view. Sometimes there's so much happening in my screen that I kinda just gave up to play on some rhythm to actually get like the perfect parry or just dodge some attack for some enemy. It just borderline blinding my fucking eyes, bro. With all the flashy stuff happening, especially the fight for this robot water, kinda cute. Bro, what am I seeing right now, bro? Like, where is she? Why is my health bar melting so much, bro? Like, oh, fuck. And yeah, that's the cons for me. Again, I don't want to see you comment like,
"Oh, Neil, you're just stupid. You can just change some setting like blah blah blah."
Shut up. Alright, listen, I may be dumb, but I'm not smart either. Wait, what? Alright, let's talk about the good parts. So, the first pros, and maybe the most obvious one first, the combat. So, the combat here is very enjoyable. Dare I say, one, if not the best combat mechanic for the gacha game to this day. I played Genshin for 2 years, and the combat there is nothing compared to PGR. Zenless Zone Zero, nah, it's lame. Even WoW Combat, the little brother of PGR, is still inferior to PGR combat system. PGR is the peak combat for the gacha game for now. For me too, of course, since this is my own experience. And the second pros is still have some connection with the previous pros, which is the boss is actually hard, and I like everything that makes me hard. I mean like everything that hard. I don't even know how to make it sound less weird, bro. Like, this is so fucking hard. Anyway, as I said, the boss is actually challenging in some part of the game. For example, this fucking chick. Maybe it's just a skill issue on my side, but this reminds me of the first boss fight in DMC5 where Nero fighting Urizen. I mean, you're supposed to lose, but you can also win it, and it puts such a high bar for the future enemy to be enjoyable, and I genuinely like that a lot. Next pros is the game is super free to play friendly. Like, I kid you not, I reached level 73 without spending any money whatsoever. And I still got arguably the most, if not the best DPS in the game for now, while being a free-to-play player. They also give you a lot of things for a new player, and I really appreciate that. Next pros, it's really efficient. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean about that, Nir? So, what I mean as efficient is you don't need to put a lot of time in for this game to clear something. For example, oh, you maybe need to farm something to upgrade your character, your weapon, your memory. PGR got you, baby. Like, boom. You can either multi-challenge to fight against a lot of enemy while also get the full reward, or you can just use these beautiful things, which is probably gonna get you less material, but it's faster to do. Or maybe you just want to play the story mode and you feel a bit lazy or something. Hey, again, Kuro got you. Skip button. And next pros is a lot of enjoyable character. Let me be clear, I do realize about the team com and that kind of stuff that's happening, but as a new player, I want to experience a lot of cool stuff I see so far on YouTube for like PGR gameplay. I will definitely try to catch up to the meta as soon as possible, but for the time being, I prefer to play this kind of com. And now, the last but not least pros is the endgame. Bro, there's so much endgame content in this game that as long as you have enough character build, you can play the endgame stuff just fine. And that's the stuff. Some of you probably see some pros as cons and vice versa, and that's perfectly fine. That's up to you to decide. Now that you finally see the pros and cons, some of you who maybe don't play PGR, it's safe for me to say that this game is very worth to play. It's very generous to their player, very enjoyable. I just have one thing to say: if you want to start the game, just endure the boring early game stuff, mainly the story mission 1 to 8. After that, the story actually get interesting in my opinion. And there you have it. That's my thought on PGR so far as a new player, and I really enjoy it very much. I also looking forward for the next update and all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. and I would love to hear what you guys thought about the game, whether you are a veteran in this game or just like a new player like me. And till next time, see ya.